So here are some things I would do if I were in nurse practitioner school, thinking about going to nurse practitioner school, or about to finish. I had this conversation earlier today with a student that's graduating. She was kind of upset that she didn't learn more about some things while she was in school. So let me just tell you that being a nurse educator for the last 15 years, we can't just put things into the curriculum. There's rules, there's regulations. We can't just put things in there. If we did, you would likely have to pay more and school would be longer, okay? Here are some things, though, that it is your professional responsibility to know and understand. The first thing is you need to understand the ways you can be paid as a nurse practitioner. So as an RN, you get a job description, your rate of pay, a job offer, that's it. Caveat, have you ever read a job description of yours as a nurse? Probably not. However, as a nurse practitioner, you might get a job description and a contract. You need to read that contract line by line, because if you don't, you could do yourself harm professionally. That's your responsibility. No school is responsible for teaching you that, okay? The second thing is you need to get an understanding of all of the ways you can be paid as a nurse practitioner. As an RN, you get an hourly rate. If you work over this many hours, you get overtime. Maybe there's a bonus structure, whatever. As a nurse practitioner, you could be paid salary, you could be paid hourly, you could be paid off of productivity, you could be paid off of RVUs, there could be a bonus structure. You could be exchanging administration time for dollars, you could be exchanging continuing education money for hours. And those are things that you need to know and understand before you agree to work somewhere. The last thing is you need to be familiar with the Advanced Practice Nurse Act in the state where you are licensed. The state governs your practice, not the place that you work. You will find that some places that you work may allow you or encourage you even to do some things that the state says you are not supposed to be doing. There are some heartbreaking numbers about the amount of nurse practitioner fraud that has been committed during and after the global pandemic. So it is your responsibility to understand contracts, the ways you're going to be paid, and what you can and cannot do.